In this section, we're going to cover end-to-end testing. End-to-end testing in Angular is a really cool piece of functionality that Angular provides. It's essentially integration testing, except it takes advantage of some of the internals of Angular to make it a lot easier to integration test your application. If you've ever tested an application using something like Selenium, you'll know it can be very difficult and painful to test a web application that way because of the asynchronous nature of the web and constantly changing HTML. Angular's end-to-end testing mitigates a lot of those problems. Let's start by looking at a conceptual overview of Angular's end-to-end testing. Just like unit testing, end-to-end testing starts with Karma, and Karma launches a browser in order to run your end-to-end unit tests. But unlike unit testing, Karma doesn't load all of your application code. Instead, it simply loads the Angular scenario library and your end-to-end scenario tests. The reason for this is because every time you tell Karma to run your end-to-end scenario tests, the browser is actually going to load up your application inside of a frame and run it. Therefore, your application already needs to be running on its own web server, and the browser is just going to open up your web application in an iframe, and then Karma is going to run each of the scenario tests by automating that browser iframe. So in essence, Karma acts as an automation driver that drives your application through the scenarios that you specify in your end-to-end tests.